Moving on. The UN General Assembly held a two-day special session on the COVID-19 pandemic that began on Thursday, calling for solidarity and cooperation among member states in the fight against the pandemic. South Asian leaders who addressed the session in a pre-recorded statement called for urgent action to avert economic collapse, underlined the necessity of universal access to COVID-19 vaccines once they are available for use.
A two-day special session of UN General Assembly began on Thursday, focusing on the response to COVID-19 and the best path to recovery from the pandemic, which has claimed 1.5 million lives and shattered economies. South Asian leaders, including Prime Ministers of Pakistan, Nepal and Bangladesh, joined nearly 100 world leaders on the first day of the two-day session. Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan, in a pre-recorded statement on Thursday, proposed a 10-point agenda for urgent action to avert economic collapse in a number of developing countries due to the COVID-19, warning that without economic security, conflicts and disputes would persist and proliferate across the world.
If economic collapse is to be averted in a number of developing countries due to the COVID-19, the international community must identify and implement some key priority actions.
Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina sought urgent global attention and further collaboration to defeat the pandemic as she placed a three-point proposal at the session. Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli underlined the necessity of universal access to COVID-19 vaccines once they are available for use.
We commend the initiative of COVAX to ensure access to vaccines to all the rich and poor. The world will not be safe from the pandemic unless universal coverage of vaccine is ensured.
In South Asia, after coronavirus brought life to a standstill, the fear of a second wave is looming large.